Hello and welcome one and all to part 5 of Campaign 9, Kindred Blood. I am your host, as always, Virinity Void. Back from my trip out of state. I just got back yesterday. Today, it's whatever. I guess if you want to be technical, I got back the day before yesterday, May 4th, Saturday. And I am recording this the morning, because my sleep schedule is fucked up, the morning of May 6th, Monday, right? It's Monday? Yes, it's Monday. Because I have stuff to do this week, I have to keep track of the date. But yeah, we are back here with part 5. And if I do remember correctly, Winds of Change, the newest DLC for EU4, is coming up on May 8th. Which means this campaign is going to get a little interrupted. I'm going to try and record as many parts as I can before then, but, we'll see what I can do. I may get, like, up to part 8, part 9, but I don't know. We just got to see. Anyways, I don't remember much other than 2 big things happened in part 4, because it's been a little while. The Flandrish realm was holding out hard against Aelcorx and Takra with their ally of Germion. Aelcorx was going after Sugla, I believe, and they were successful. They took Mentese, Sugla, Saruhan, and Athens, but the Flandrish realm was proving that, they are not to be trifled with. They were holding off Bosnia, Takra, Aelcorx, and to the end, even a little bit of Samnium. The Flanders realm eventually was unable to hold back the tides, but and Germion lost the war technically, but the Flanders realm really persevered in the face of overwhelming odds. And like Aelcorx and Takra, they were not coordinating, and ending up getting basically fucked up by a combined kind of death stack of the Flanders realm. Over in the other big thing is in the east, Li Yue. I think that's how it's pronounced, because I was told that Li Yue is not how you pronounce it, but you're supposed to pronounce it. How did Duck tell me to pronounce it? Li Yue. Basically, Su got dismantled thoroughly, despite being allied to Inazuma, and so did Yan. Yan was allied to Su, if I recall. Oh, no. Li Yue was allied to Yan. They partitioned Su, and then Liang came through. Alright, was Liang allied to Li Yue? I can't even remember anymore, but Su got dismantled, basically. And Liang prospered, as did Li Yue. And also Yugoslavia is dead. Shanara is also still kicking ass and taking names in Southeast Asia. Ayutthaya could be on the shit list next. And then over here in India was like, things are starting to change. Shera's fate is no longer that of prosperity. Instead, they have stretched themselves thin in this second war of aggression. They have the first war ended up with victory, with Shera in quality beating out Bijapur and Satrap quantity. Now it's the other way around. Shera is ahead by one military technology still, but the Satraps and Bijapur have been able to outlast the manpower pool of Shera. So it seems as though Shera is going to lose quite a bit in this war. Let us go forth. And in the New World, we didn't see much change, I think, other than Louisiana forming the United States. I think that happened in part 3, because they just reached Tech 10. Like, once nations reach Tech 10, that's usually when they can form other nations, if they choose to. I'm going to take a drink of my water. And And there, okay, Sheta still got something. They were able to push back Bijapur from sieging down. Is that Kongu? It is Kongu. But the satraps are still up here, taking over the Gujarat region. And if need be, the satraps and Bijapur can link up hand in hand and really deal a nasty blow to Sheta, I think. I need to sneeze. Okay. I didn't want to sneeze on camera. Or not on camera, but on the microphone or near the microphone, because that's going to be really loud and it's going to blow out the microphone. And let's see. We did see Sheta lose an engagement there, but they're still going to try. Bijapur is right there for the taking. Who's going to win? Sheta has the discipline and a little bit of tactics advantage, but Bijapur has that quantity. Okay, Sheta takes it. That's a good win for them, but the war score still heavily favors Bijapur. They have not taken Mudgal, which is the war goal, right? Yes, it is. So I'm not entirely sure what your plans are with that victory, Sheta. And there it is. Creole Occitania is officially dead. It was a good, long fight to the end, but sadly, those of Louisiana, under the leadership of President Louis Francois, the Ambletus, I think that's how you say it, they have triumphed. Triumphed. How's the Protestant Reformation? Actually, hold on. I want to see. Did they? Okay. So Bijapur retook what lands they had. Sheta is sent packing with no manpower, no allies, and the satraps, they are chilling with their faithful ally of Bijapur. Let's see how the Protestant Reformation is going after we check the wars. So Guaycru is going after Wanakama. I think Wanakama was going after Guaycru last time. Paradox is a Maxcot. Oh, so they're going after Consejo de la Lucha, which and EJ. Yeah, this is. Oh. And Takra and Takra and Samnium are basically finishing off Nzab. Whoa, that's a really nice province. Whoever gets that from Nzab is gonna be profiting. It should also be noticed that Takra took Sicily. EJF is down in the jungle trying to hide. Their land is basically forfeit. And Consejo de la Lucha, I don't think they're going to stand a chance. Paradox and America have way too many troops. Lucha Libre is destined to fail in this campaign. It's a fucking shame, goddammit. Ah, Consejo de la Lucha. Why did you have to ally EJF? Unless for in some unit, no. I was gonna say like maybe the quality of Consejo de la Lucha is brilliant, but no. Paradox is ahead by 2 military techs, America by 1, and they both have great manpower reserves, and the Lucha Libre luchadors, they're washed up at this point. As sad as it is to say. I forgot to enable Katara again, god damn it. I knew I was forgetting something when I started this, but they aren't even at Tech 10, so I can enable it for Part 6. Really? Takra? Why haven't you sent troops over? Like, if you leave Nzab just sitting there, then maybe Ailcorks will go over there. And the war for at least for Guaycru, is going very well. Wanakama just cannot catch a break. Their military is just way too scattered around. They're not reinforcing each other. whatever unity there is in this Solomonic Empire, it's not present within the military as it is in the administration. And with that victory for Guaycuru, they take some nice land from Wanakama. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 provinces, including Tiahuanaco, home of Tiwanaku. Now, granted, no one can really build up this monument, but still, like, it's a nice 15 development province in the Andes. You're gonna be missing that, Wanakama. You're gonna be hurting without it. And yep, Consejo de la Lucha is tapping out. There's nothing. I should have submitted something else, but oh well. I wanted to see the luchadors fight. So Paradox is going to gain this province, and EJF might very well just get fully annexed. I have a feeling they will be, but I don't know. Let's see. Reformed is still present in Danzig. It's spreading a little bit to the Livonian Order. It's spreading to... Who is this? Oh yeah, the Livonian Order did colonize around here. And no one else. I mean, it can spread to the papacy, but is that really gonna matter? I don't think it will. Free Smart is still Catholic. Wobunch is still Protestant. And Takra refuses to go after Mzab, still. Nope, Thumrium is still alive. Yan is being taken over by Li Yue. Let's see. Nanbu is part of this, but they don't have any sort of fleet to transport troops over. It's not gonna go well for you, Yan, I must say. Ale Corks? What? Conquest of Matara. Oh, Ale Corks. So Ale Corks has been exploring South America and is very curious about what's going on in Guaycuru's land. Let's turn up the music just a little bit. So, Ale Corks doesn't have the discipline, they don't have the morale, and they don't have the tactics. Dare I say Guaycuru is going to have a fairly okay time holding off Kraven's submission. And that 3-star general is going to do some fantastic work. It already has. 6, 5, 3, 1. And Ale Corks is sending a 1, 3, 4, 2. Come on! And I must say, like, since Ale Corks is focusing on the New World, they're not focusing on the Mediterranean or anything. So... Oh no, they are. They're still colonizing over here. But it's kind of a wasted war effort in South America. They're going to have no manpower should anything in Europe break out. Alright. Maybe they have something rolling. Maybe they have something cooking. Am I smelling some food in the kitchen? Let's see. What's gonna happen here? No. Okay. Well, hold on. They're chasing them down. Okay. Ale Corks is fine. That movement speed from their national ideas is very much helping out. Although, Guaycuru gets movement speed too. Do they have? They do have cavalry. They are Western tech as well. Oh, Ale Corks, why did you take that fight? Oh no, maybe movement was locked and it was too late. But it's just, hey, that's worse results for Ale Corks. And then Takra's still not sending troops over. And yeah, Yan, you might as well just tap out. Nanbu might as well just white peace. And Su, you're in this? Oh, Liang is just executing Su. As you do, I guess. And Aelcorks, if you don't take care of these Athenian separatists, they might enforce their demands. Oh, I gotta do something. Alright, where were we? With Aelcorks being... Actually, Aelcorks isn't dead. And they're close to a peasants' war. What? Oh no, Aelcorks. How dare you be close to a fucking peasants' war. You know, I wish that I did get notifications about disasters that happen to nations. I have to actively look for them. Sadly, but it's just like, I would like to know when one of these submissions is tumbling down the stairs. And Su is looking for any sort of, like, any sort of refuge. Hanseong is just one place where they might find some sort of refuge, as they are a tributary of Liang now. SFMF is taking care of rebels that were holding a province. Aelcorks, you can't even fight those rebels? Oof. You were worrying me for a second there. And you're just... they're just throwing troops away in this war. Oh yeah, you got colonies going there. And you siege down one fort from Guaycuru. You know what you're not getting? The war goal of Matara. Where is that even at? Right here. It is a gold province. It is a gold province. I know why you want it now. But that's so far inland. And if Guaycuru gets to these colonies, they're either one, going to Guaycuru, they're going to capture the colonies, or two, they're just going to be burned, and you're screwed on colony progress, at least for a month, if not a year or two. And that is the only war going on right now. Mzab, I guess, white peaced or something. Oh no, they took a province. They took Malta. And Joloff is now reaching north because they got an extra colonist from their missions. That's something I can't do anything about. That's just from their missions. Zapadoslavia, formerly Mazovia, allied to Uppland. Danzig allied to the Livonian Order in Bremen, so the Baltic is almost allied with each other. Karelia allied with Saxony. Excuse me. Interesting alliances, if I do say so. And that's an interesting one. Okay, so no, Great Shu is still allied with Liang, and has Condottieri hired by Liang. So really, this is Liang. Excuse me. This is Liang defending Su, their tributary, with also the help of Great Shu. They are equal tech level. Great Shu is one tech behind, but they're not fully in this war. They're just Condottieri, hired by Shu. It's a hefty army. It has no general, but it's a thorn in the side of Li Yue. We'll keep an eye on that war. We will. Oh shit, maybe I was wrong about Aelcorks. No, I was not. No land was taken. In fact, Guaycuru won and took these colonies, burned some of them down, but is keeping one of those, and they sent their own colonist, and Guaycuru has a coast on the west side now. Wanakama separatists are no problem for Guaycuru. They will be fine. What I am curious about now is Aelcorks going to go after the Legion, the Lost Legion? And Saxony, what's going on? Tell me, Saxony. Okay, religious turmoil, that's completely understandable. And if they concede to Catholic heretics, do they get... They don't convert? I would think they would convert. Saxony has flipped back and forth already. So... Aelcorks, you're at war again? This time with Mzab? Are you just looking any way to just stave off this peasants' war? Maybe. But you're still in debt, and you're slackening standards. Granted, they're not losing money, they are gaining money, even if just a little bit. And back to the Eastern War, Li Yue is going for Nanjing. I think that's their goal, right? It's for Ningbo. Okay, so they already have that. Liang, where are your troops? You're sieging down the Heart, or Great Shu is sieging down the Heart, whilst you are sieging down Gongchao. Kaifeng is defended. It does have a fort. However, they're coming through. Ooh, not having a leader hurts. If only they had a leader. And Liang, okay, there's the lion part of lion's share of the force, right here. Okay, Aelcorks has no issue stomping out Mzab. Takra was just lazy about it. The administration just did not care. And what is this? Takran reconquest of Gumulsin. Now tell me, Takra, Bosnia, and Aelcorks. Oh no. Oh no, Germian. So it's just Germian. This, I think, without the Flanders realm, Germian's not surviving. Or at least they are not winning this war in the slightest. And then not even the Numeroids want to get involved. So yeah, this is the swan song, the right phrase? Whatever it is. Whatever the right phrase is, Germian is gonna get carved up hard. Okay, so Li Yue is winning this war so far. So I couldn't hear anything out of my headset is placed a little bit behind me. It's not on my head, so I can kind of hear like music sometimes. That's how I know like things are still sounding off in game. If like the game suddenly goes mute, I might not notice, and I don't want that to happen because I would like there to be sound in the game for when you guys listen to it. Okay, so Li Yue is dedicating down south to retaking the Vietnamese land they have, and the condottieri that Liang hired out is really running out of manpower. Liang themselves are not running out of manpower. Actually, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. If that army had a leader, things might be different. Takra almost fully annexed Mzab, and nope, it's still just Germian. And surprisingly, their armies are not crushed. Okay, there's Aelcorks dealing a number. It took a while, but I mean, I think the press is coming through against Germian, and Takra is getting into the Adriatic, as well as Aelcorks. Samnium didn't hold down Venice, but you bet your ass Aelcorks will. And you already know they went exploration expansion. You know they did. If they're in Iberia, you can bet your ass they're probably going to take exploration and expansion at some point. So Piscataway is allied to the United States. You know who doesn't have any allies? Ovidarets. And this is the American conquest of a province that's right here. Oh, I'm so sorry, Pepsi. The dwarves weren't destined to prosper. credit where credit is due. They did make an impact here in Florida, but their capital is sieged down. The United States and Piscataway are saying, you, Blue Nation, you may not survive. And America has almost connected themselves up. Paradox has formed Mexico, whilst Consejo de la Lucha has formed California. I cannot believe we have Valley Girls fucking in the Lucha Libre fucking like world championships now. I can only imagine how that's gonna go. Anyways, so the West Indies and Cuba have broken up. Their relationship was a messy divorce, and now it is the Caribbean conquest of La Sabana, which is right here. And I don't think Cuba has enough ships to contest that. No, they don't. And honestly, like, they have similarly sized navies. They're on the same tech level, so Cuba is just gonna have to, like, eat this loss. As unfortunate as it is. There's a lot of wars. Good God. Hold on. Let me take a sip of my drink here, because I need to digest this. Okay. So, Free Smart or okay. Free Smart is going after Somerset. And this is against Kildare. It's just a straight one-on-one, and Free Smart is proving that Kildare cannot fight. Kildare is about 23k. Free Smart has over 40k, or it's over 60k, and they're dedicated to the odds. Like, they have almost their entire army over there, if not their entire army. Li Yue is still tied down in that war against Su and Liang. Mondstadt, Auvergne, and Wobunch are going after Hesse, the Papacy, and Team No Name for Mainz. And the Numerids actually joined Germian, but I don't think that's gonna do much, if I'm honest. Oh, and I forgot, it's 1556. A new institution did spawn, so I will take a look at that in a second. Yemen is also going after Jask. Is that right here? Where's Jask? Oh, really? I didn't think Yemen had claims over there, but they do. And Yemen is also allied to Kemet. And yeah, I don't think the Numerids are really gonna do any... Oh, wait. Oh, it's not the Numerids, it's Baghdad. Oh my god, I was thinking the wrong thing. But, well, I mean, even with Baghdad at your back, it's not gonna do much. Aelcorks and Takra have just a huge amount of troops. And let's see, so Saxony... Oh no, Mondstadt is going after Mainz, which is right here. And Hesse doesn't have enough to hold them back. Auvergne doesn't have enough to hold them back. Oh no. I'm getting so confused with the alliances here. The Papacy is the one in this. Fighting against another Catholic. Of all things. For some reason, the Pope is allied to a Protestant. What do you think you're doing? Pope Elias II. Elias? Whatever? Your heresy is being shown to the world because Hesse is being brought down by Mondstadt. And also Team No Name is also not doing well. You know? Mondstadt is over here as well. I'm just curious about the army quality. Yeah, Mondstadt is they're both equal, but Mondstadt just has that morale on lock. And Auvergne is in this too, and Wobunch. They're just it's pure profit, you know? It's pure profit. And the Flanders realm has Lallard heretics. Alright. And how's this war going? Okay, so Li Yue is winning. But I really... Okay, there we go. Su is now on this war alone, or in this war alone. Liang was pieced out. Nothing was taken or on either side from Liang and Li Yue. So really, I think it's just Su that is going to get annexed. Or not annexed. And left with Nanjing. Oh, that was my string from my my sweatshirt hitting my keyboard. SFMF. Can you beat Yemen? And the answer is maybe? No, Yemen has the quantity. Also, what's the tech difference? Yemen is behind at tech level 2. What is going on? I am not entirely sure. They have cavalry combat ability as well, but I guess just the numbers are too much. Wow. Germion got its capital back. What the fuck? Aelcorks. What are you doing? Takra, like, you're wasting so many resources on this. And Bosnia too, for that matter. Like, Bosnia now has no manpower. For as one-sided as I thought this war was, it's actually it's turning into an attritional war where, yes, Aelcorks and Takra are winning, but Germion and Baghdad are they're grinding up the troops, the enemy troops, like it's nothing. And who is this? Insubres? It should be noted, Insubres isn't a pushover. They have 34k on the floor, so if push comes to shove, they can push some weight around. And now Bremen is jumping on Hesse, and you know the papacy is involved in that war too. But I don't think that Pope Julius II is going to be able to help out much, if I'm honest. Mondstadt is going to take a chunk out of Hesse, maybe even Team No Name, and it's not going to be pretty. Okay, you got what you wanted, Aelcorks or Takra. Just there we go. Okay, there's peace. Although I don't think that's as satisfying of a peace as they would have wanted. And I also should note, because I'm noticing it now, because Aelcorks lost that war to Guaycru, I didn't notice this earlier, but Guaycru forced Aelcorks to release Athens. Sunni Athens at that. So, yeah. Have fun with that, folks. What else? So those two wars, Hesse is trying to be defended, for some reason these Protestants in Hesse are being defended by the papacy. I don't know why. Cuba is still losing that war against West Indies, or Fontaine turned West Indies. And Yemen they're winning the battles, but they just can't get across the strait. You know, they could go around, but they just choose not to. Just let up. Just like ease up, man. Oh, Alverne took land here from Team No Name, which is kind of weird considering Alverne is all the way down here, but not gonna question it. And Jesus Christ, Free Smart, spreading like a disease over the Isles, a pink just disease, or whatever that stuff was from Cat in the Hat. I don't know why that came to me randomly, but that's just that's what this pink stuff reminds me of, like that Cat in the Hat goo shit that they let out of the box and they had to put it all back in. I don't remember. Overderets, I hardly knew ye, but you will be remembered fondly. The dwarves of the Appalachians will never be forgotten. Holy shit. Oh, okay, so Wanakama formed Peru. For a second I thought like I thought I missed so much to the point where it's like Guaycuru won a quick war, released Peru, the truce came up, and then Peru just destroyed Wanakama. I was about to be very, very shocked. And okay, so the Legion was apparently at war with Aelcorkser La Plata, and they won. So good on them. And Songhai, Jollof, and Nupe, they aren't at war with each other, not yet. And the Numerids march against the dwarves in the Caucasus Mountains. And damn, that was a quick war. As soon as that battle was lost, Thumrium completely surrendered, and well, Baghdad took the land. Interesting. And Mondstadt took a huge chunk out of Hesse. So I think we have our premier German power, ladies and gentlemen. Read it and weep. We have Mondstadt becoming the premier power in Central Europe. At least, you know, that's what it's looking like. It could change. They could suffer a chain of alliances working against them, but so far, it's looking like nothing but good shit for them. I totally forgot to look at that institution. Let's take a look at where it's at. So, colonialism spawned over here. The printing press spawned in Bern. So, Fonzel is doing very well. Allied with Saxony, allied with Friesmark. Saxony is a very questionable alliance because they are not doing anything. They are racked with rebels. You can join a coalition against Mondstadt. Ooh. Saxony, I don't think... Oh, finally! The rebels are gone. But, I mean... Okay, so eventually the, what's it called? The disaster of religious turmoil will end on its own, but this is brutal. Saxony has had like no manpower, no money for years at this point. So, what? Mogadishu. Okay, so I think Socotra got released by SFMF because Yemen could not take Jask, and so the war score went in favor of SFMF. Mogadishu is going after Socotra. Bremen and Danzig are still going after Hesse. Shera is going after Socotra as well. You know, it's a good island. I can see why you'd want it. Insubres and Samnium are going after Athens and Guaycuru. Guaycuru cannot defend that at all. Shanara is going after Theanada some more, kind of just like kicking a person that is half dead. And Takra is going after... Takra and Bosnia are also going after Athens. It is a race for this beloved city with a castle. I think we'll probably end this off at around 1564? Do 20 years? But who's gonna get here? I'm very curious if are you gonna go? Who's gonna siege down Athens first? Who is going to siege down Sunni Athens? It's so weird. Of all the religions, I mean, it makes sense. Because Jeremian got there first, it became Sunni from the colonists, and well, the rebels gained a core, and the tag was released. Really? Against... Oh. So Yemen doesn't even want Yayoi here. Yemen wants all of South Arabia. Wants all of that good trade goodness. Bosnia is here too. So who's gonna... Okay, so Bosnia and Takra seemingly have this in the bag. Alright, Bremen has pieced out, and they gained just 2 provinces, but Göttingen is really nice. That is 31 development for the old Trade Republic. And then, what else do we have? Joloff is still up there. No one seemingly wants to seriously invade Socotra. And Ava is going after the Maldives. Yayoi can't really do anything from their island in Holahavi. Or Diego Garcia, whichever you want to say. What else do we got? What else? Altai is still allied with Cardedel and has Orthodox there. Bukhara is allied with Baghdad and Multan. Knowledge sharing is actually getting a lot of institutions spread around, which I do appreciate. That is really cool to see that the AI is using a lot of knowledge sharing between each other and their allies, and it's not just like they're hogging the institutions. Cuba has all the institutions present, so those institutions are spreading around fairly at a fair speed. What am I saying? At a fair speed. Wait, what? That's not my national ideas. What the hell? What happened? Is it the same thing? No, they kept their own, but why, what about California? It reset my national ideas, so now it's not Consejo de la Lucha or Lucha Libre national ideas. It's now the Californian national ideas that I made years ago, which, I'm still proud of course, but, it's not what I intended. Oh well, I guess we'll work with this. These are, they're okay national ideas. They're not great, but they're also not terrible. Alright, I'll deal with it. Also, West Indies took that province from Cuba, and pretty much we have Cuban West, West Indies East, which is kind of confusing if you think about it. Don't think about it too long. Just don't. So Takra seemingly going to annex all of Athens. What else do we got? More going after Socotra. Aelcorks is going after Wanakama turned Peru. Actually, we can go one more year. I don't think that... Actually, Peru, Aelcorks might lose this because Wanakama is actually one tech ahead and has enough defensive capability, I think. I could be wrong, but maybe not. Mondstadt and Auvergne are going after Bremen, Danzig, the Livonian Order, and Wobunch. Mondstadt, you are really testing your army and your manpower reserves, and so is Auvergne. Can Bremen, Danzig, and the Livonian Order really stop this? Wobunch as well, but they barely have any troops. The combined forces of Auvergne and Mondstadt might be enough. Oh, God damn it, the republics are gonna try. Yeah, we'll go one more year, but I think part 5 is gonna end on a little bit of an intense note. Let's see the quality between Mondstadt and the Livonian Order. Discipline. Mondstadt has the discipline. Livonian Order has the morale. Mondstadt has the tactics. Auvergne versus Bremen. Bremen has the discipline by a long shot, and the morale, and the tactics. Auvergne is going to be hemorrhaging soldiers even though Bremen loses the battle. But is that really gonna matter? I don't know. Mondstadt is recruiting like crazy. They really want to push this war and be done with it. And I think the Livonian Order is too far away and doesn't have enough military oomph in them. It's just not enough. And Bremen, for as good as they have seen and as much as they have expanded, it has not been enough to compete with the holy state of Mondstadt. Alright, we'll go one more month, September of 1565. There we go. That's pretty much spells it out right there. They just stack wiped. And there we go. September 1st. It is rough. Trieste rebels have risen up against Takra. depending on how the AI is, those rebels might stay around. But there's really been nothing else. Li Yue took over more of Yan, but Yan survives. Yan executed Hai Chi completely. And Theanada is living on hopes and prayers as they keep this land by the Mekong River Delta. Shanara will be there for your head soon enough. Yemen took this land away from Yayoi. Yayoi is not going to be happy about that. And still, no one has taken over Socotra. Mogadishu is now allied with Yemen. Shamastraf is allied with Mukwa. Or is it Makwa? It's Makwa. And Baghdad actually has a lot of allies. Jermian, Hejaz, Bukra, and the Numerids. Jermian is still only allied with Baghdad, but you know, Jermian has surpassed my expectations already. I'm really proud of how well they have held out with and without an ally. Just, it's huge. It's fucking huge. Even though Aelcorks and Takra have taken the sword to them 2 times already. Zapadoslavia is going after Gnesen, which is where? Actually, what claims do you have? Okay. I don't know what the province, where it's at. I might be blind. But it's going after Danzig. Maybe it was a colony and it just... Let me look this up real quick. Gnese. No, I guess it was a colony that was burned down. And I'm thinking it's Gniezno. Anyways, yeah, it's looking like Mondstadt is just gonna become a monster and take over like Central Europe and monopolize power unless they get taken down to size through successive wars. We have seen that before, where like a huge up-and-coming power was eventually whittled away by outside powers successively declaring war and draining their manpower. But sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. I guess we'll just wait and see what happens in parts 6, 7, and 8, and so on. And then we also have 5837. They've just been chilling. Of course, they don't like California. And Mexico is actually going after California. Of course they are. Why wouldn't they? Of course they get claims. Fuck you, Yayoi. Killing off my dreams. I swear. And then Peru. Hey, oh shit. Oh. I thought I was gonna say like, hey, you know, Peru's actually doing pretty well. But, yeah. Aelcorks has decided to bring the hammer down on Peru, unlike they did with Guaycru. Oh, no. I was wrong about that. I think Guaycru lost a province there because, losing the war... No! No? What the fuck happened? Maybe Guaycru just straight up lost a war against Aelcorks? Was liberated, was annexed by Aelcorks or La Plata. But why was it annexed by them? That's my question. Was occupied by Aelcorks and then annexed. In 1562. Was there a war then? I don't know. Maybe I'm completely missing something, but I don't recall Guaycru being at war with Aelcorks at that point, because that truce would seem like it was from further back. Maybe I did miss a war. Anyways, yeah, Peru is just... They're in dire straits. They're going to need some huge support or something if they're going to survive against this 47k stack of Aelcorkser troops. But I think that's going to be it for tonight. Lots of Free Smart, lots of Mondstadt, lots of Zapadoslavia, lots of Upland, and lots of Liyue. That'll be it for now. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats. In first place is Ale Corks. In second place is Free Smart. In third place is Mondstadt. In fourth place is the Flandrish Realm. In fifth place is Fonzel. In sixth place is Baghdad. In seventh place is Auvergne. In eighth place is Cuba. In ninth place is Takra. In 10th place is Piscataway Canoe. In 11th place is the United States. In 12th place is the West Indies. That'll be all for now. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in part 6.